what if I told you that you make dozens of economic decisions before you even have your morning chai? It's true. In this short explainer, we're going to break down the basics of economics in a super simple and fun way. So let's dive right in.
So let's start with a quick question to get us thinking. When you hear the word economics, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it just big, complicated numbers, the stock market, or is it something more? Just keep that thought in the back of your mind. We'll find out the answer pretty soon.
Okay, so before we can understand economics, we first need to get a handle on the economy. It's the giant system we all live and participate in every single day. Now, this definition might sound a little formal, but really it's just describing our everyday lives. Think about it. The local shop where you buy groceries, the factories that make our clothes, and even the data pack you're using on your phone right now. All of it, every single bit, is a part of the economy. Basically, wherever things are being made, bought, sold, or used, that's the economy in action.
All right, so now that we know what an economy is, let's talk about economics, which is basically the science or the study of this entire system. To put it really simply, if the economy is a huge, complex game, then economics is the rulebook for that game. It's the study that helps us understand how things get made, how they get to people, and how we all end up using them. It's really the study of how this whole massive system works.
But you might be asking, why do we even need to study the economy? Why is there a whole subject for it? Well, it all boils down to one single fundamental problem that drives absolutely everything. And that problem is scarcity. It's a simple idea, really. It just means our wants are unlimited, but the resources to get those things are limited. Let's take a simple example. Say your pocket money is limited, right? Maybe 500 rupees. But you want to buy a new video game, you also want to watch a movie with friends, and you want to buy a cool new book. You can't do it all, can you? Because your resource, the money, is limited. And this simple problem, this is the engine behind all of economics. It's scarcity that forces you, me, huge companies, and even entire countries to make choices. Okay, so this is a huge system with this big problem of scarcity. How on earth do we study it? Well, economists are smart. They use two different lenses, or two different points of view, to look at it. You can think of it like using a microscope versus a telescope. You can either zoom way in and look at one tiny piece of the economy in great detail, or you can zoom way out and look at the whole big picture at once. And these two lenses have names: microeconomics and macroeconomics. Let's break this down. As the names suggest, micro means small. So microeconomics focuses on the individual players in the game, like you as a consumer, a single company, or the market for just one product. And macro means large. So macroeconomics takes a step back and looks at the economy of the entire country altogether, things like the nation's total income, unemployment, or inflation. Let's make this crystal clear with some real-world examples. If we're studying why the price of onions suddenly went up, that's a micro issue. We're looking at one specific market. But if we're studying why the prices of almost everything in the country are rising, what we call inflation, well, that's a macro issue. Similarly, you looking for a job is a micro-level concern, but the total unemployment rate in the country is a macro-level concern. See the difference? Simple, right? All right, that was a quick tour of the basics. So let's just quickly wrap up and summarize the most important things we've learned today. So here are your three simple takeaways. First, the economy is just the system of buying, selling, and making stuff that's all around us. Second, economics is the study of that system, and it's all about how we deal with the problem of scarcity. And third, we study it from two views: micro, which is the close-up individual view, and macro, which is the big picture countrywide view. End to end, I'll leave you with a question to think about. What do you think affects your daily life more? Is it the microeconomic factors, like the price of your favorite chocolate bar? Or is it the macroeconomic factors, like the nation's inflation rate? Have a think about it and let me know your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think.
अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक करिए, कमेंट करके अपना फीडबैक दीजिए और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर ज़रूर करिए। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें ताकि आपको और भी हेल्पफुल वीडियोस मिलती रहें। और ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस के लिए हमें टेलीग्राम पर ज्वाइन करें, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया हुआ है। और अगर आप चाहते हो कि मैं किसी स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक पर वीडियो बनाऊं तो नीचे कमेंट्स में ज़रूर बताएं। मैं कोशिश करूंगी इस पर वीडियो बनाने की।